everybody, it's me, the Einstein on Wall Street from the balcony at the New York Stock Exchange. Today is the greatest day in finance history. We are announcing the collaboration with Wall Street Global Trading Academy, David Green, my teacher, my mentor, my friend, and Wall Street Global Trading Academy and Apex Trader Funding, our preferred futures trading platform. It's a huge day. I've brought you everything from food, finance, fashion, and now we're talking about education and accessibility to these markets. We're here on the floor of the Stock Exchange. Mr. Green here, former market maker from the New York Stock Exchange, back in the day when we had Open Outcry. We're here with a whole crew of people to really announce this new partnership. We're super excited, but we decided to start our day here on the floor where David had his start as a young schlepper, basically. He came down on the floor. I'm a schlepper too. As a schlepper, where everybody starts here on the floor, and he moved his way up to become a market maker in some of the biggest stocks here on the floor in the heart and of the high levels of this marketplace in the 80s and 90s. He ended up retiring in 1999. Okay, in one of the greatest, grandest, and worst takeover deals in Wall Street history. Went on to become an educator and has been teaching technical analysis for the last 20 plus years. In 2020, David Green and I, who have been friends for many, many years, we started here on the floor together, decided that the opportunity arose that with the advent of Webull and Robinhood and all these free trading apps and COVID, everybody sheltered in place, that the opportunity was out there. All eyes were on Wall Street. All eyes were on learning how to trade this market. We decided, saw the opportunity to educate. The one thing missing from all these free trading apps, suddenly everybody with $100 and an iPhone could suddenly trade the market. The accessibility was there. All the barriers to entry were down. And so we saw the opportunity, 40, 50 million new traders coming into the market with no idea, they had no education. There was no educational component to any of the accessibility to the markets. We created Wall Street Global Trading Academy, excuse me. We've been running this academy with tens of thousands of students all over the world teaching technical analysis and risk management. Apex Trader Funding is a futures trading platform. They've been around for how many years? 3 years. They've got thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people who are using their platform. They've paid out how many millions of dollars over the last couple of years?
500 million.
Over $500 million have been paid out to retail traders over the last number of years that they've been in existence. David Green and I saw an opportunity. Once again, we love opportunity. It's all about opportunity. We saw an opportunity to take our educational component and platform and merge and endorse and collaborate with and partner up with Apex Trader Funding, right? Accessibility to the futures market and education are the key. If you've got that, there is no end to how far you can go in this business. I'm bringing you today Dan Cook, Chief Strategist at Apex, Vince Cohn, just the man, forget about it, and David Green, CEO and President of Wall Street Global Trading Academy. Gentlemen, welcome. This is Trade Like Einstein for Money News Network, and this is going to go out everywhere. So I'm going to let David give a little background on what Wall Street Global Trading Academy is all about. Shoot.
Well, like Peter said, we started Wall Street about 6 years ago now, and the reason was to educate traders. I'm really excited here to talk about Apex. That's what I want to do with you guys and girls. WSGTA.com. We have, like Peter said, we have trained thousands and thousands of students. Patience, discipline, risk management. That's what this is all about. I want to talk about Apex and Apex Trader Funding today.
Okay. Vince, and so these gentlemen are some of the top people at Apex. Vince, give me an idea. Tell us how you got there. And I know that you're one of the $1 million payout people. So give me a little background on you and your journey to Apex.
So I came to Apex accidentally. So I was the first $1 million payout at Apex and actually traded Apex for about 1.5 years and then joined them in the marketing department. I'm now the Director of Business Development and traveling all over the world, working with our affiliates and expanding the program.
Awesome. Dan, Chief Strategist, give me an idea. People may not know about Apex, although everybody should know and they will know now after this partnership. But give us a little breakdown for those who don't know. How does Apex work? Who are their ideal customer and what's the journey?
Absolutely. Apex was founded on an idea of understanding that markets can be difficult to trade and people get in. One of the biggest problems, one of the biggest reasons for failure is not having access to capital. It's very difficult. You mentioned earlier the apps, they would allow anybody in, but if you've got $50 and you're trying to be a day trader, probably not going to go too far and you're going to risk a lot of your own capital.
Correct.
So Apex was founded on this idea to give accessibility, to send people through an evaluation, to give them an opportunity to prove that they could do it. And if they can, they can follow the rules, they can be profitable, we'll fund them. They can start their trading journey risking with us rather than all of their own money. And that's why we're so excited.
Opening those doors. Keep
Yep.
going, sorry.
Yeah, and that's why we're so excited with the education, because those are the two big components. To anybody that wants the opportunity to trade, they need to have access to capital.
Correct.
And they need to work and get the education.
Exactly. So think about it. There are rules and if somebody wants to become a day trader, there are rules. Apparently they're going to be changing soon, but to open up a trading account, you need $25,000. Not that many young retail traders or people who are not in the industry. That's probably one of the biggest barriers to entry for people to get into this market. Think about it, $25,000. Look, you've got to be making a lot of money to be able to put that much money aside to open up an account. Your other option is options or cash accounts where there's really it's not that exciting. It's not something that somebody wants to do. That's when they saw the opportunity to open the doors to people. They give people access, but the one missing component once again with having access, like if I invited you to my party that you were never invited to before, and I didn't tell you that if you drank 12 tequilas, you're going to get sick and you're going to throw up outside, this is a whole nother story. They're giving you the laydown of the land. They're telling you what you need to do. So for a certain amount of money, give me like the real basics. How much does it cost to open up an account?
I mean, as little as $30, $50. We have different account sizes, and it gives you the opportunity to get in and take an evaluation.
Okay, explain the evaluation and the qualification process.
Certainly, an evaluation is simply the first step. You get your trading account. It's a simulated environment.
Right.
You have a profit target before you hit a loss limit.
Okay.
And that's the first step of the evaluation.
Okay. So you want people, so they're going to come in, you can open an account for as low as $30, and they're on sale, and it's incredible how they open the doors in every possible way and make that accessibility open. But so you open an account, you're not risking your own capital as one would do if they opened up a $25,000 account or they open up a cash account, right? Then they have to go through an evaluation process, which basically shows their commitment to being part of the program, okay? And then they get to trade. So you know this is simulated money. Okay, it's a simulated, but you're in the real marketplace, correct? Okay, so you're actually trading the market, simulated money, and explain me the process. So let's say I get in, I get qualified, I'm trading, and I make $10,000 the first month. How does that work between you and me? What's our relationship?
So our relationship, we're giving you the platform to trade the simulated funds, and that's a key aspect. You're trading real market data, though, so we try to replicate as much as we can the live market. It's very important to do that. You've got some rules to follow because you've got to be a disciplined trader. One of the things to be a long-term trader, you better be disciplined right away. And so there are rules about drawdowns and max losses that you can take. We also aren't looking for gamblers, because if you're going to put money up, do you want somebody that's just going to throw it on a craps table?
Right.
Probably not. You want somebody that's going to be sensible, responsible, good steward of it. And that's what we're looking for, are those partners to be into that. And I think one thing we're really going to be pushing is also the live trading aspect.
Okay.
And I'm very passionate about this because the markets are going to be around forever.
Right.
And trading is a skill. And once you acquire the skill and you do it through the education and the work, and it's not easy, it takes some time. But once you have that skill and you partner with us trading live, we're there to still let you risk our capital and grow, but then you can take it to the next level. Maybe we're partners for 2 years, maybe we're partners for 5 years.
Right.
And we have a vested interest in each other's success.
Right.
But at some point you may say, hey, you know what, I've got my capital. Apex gave me the opportunity to build my capital.
Right.
Wall Street
Thank you very
Global
much.
Trading Academy said, hey, they gave me my education. Now I'm going to go sit on a beach and I'm going to trade from Dubrovnik.
Right.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
And a
Also-
unique advantage with Apex is we allow up to 20 accounts. So you can leverage with accounts rather than with contracts.
Okay.
A lot of people over leverage in the markets with contracts. We allow you to do that through accounts. You can still trade single contracts across multiple accounts.
Okay, so the
Big
first business model, go ahead.
This is what I wanted to mention about what Vince just said, because it's very, very important. People think when they open up futures accounts that they have to make these astronomical amounts of money, and it's so not true. Like Vince just said, we can open up 20 accounts at one time for as little as sometimes $16 or $33.
Right.
And what we teach our people, and we have a lot of success stories. I have a live trading room in addition to everything else that we do. I have tons of people who have gone through this program, and I'll get an email at the end of the week. Thanks, Dave. I took $1,500 from Apex. Thanks, Dave. This cost me $66. I just took a $4,000 payout from Apex. And that's the great thing. You do not have to be a big trader and shoot for these big home run numbers. Vince just said you can open 20 accounts. Think about this. If I make $100 on a trade and I multiply that by 20, I've now made $2,000 for the day. So that's one of the beautiful things about Apex. Again, you got to be patient, you got to be disciplined, you got to learn how to do it the right way. But this is an opportunity for retail traders that they've never had before. And please don't go anywhere else but Apex Funded Trading and with us, guys. We're going to hold your hands through this whole process. Me and Pete do live webinars. Anyone who joins our family is part of our family. We mentor you every Thursday night. Me and Pete get together live in real time. We have a live trading room that we invite everybody to. We bring them in for a trial. All we're doing is talking about futures. I'm so excited about this whole thing because I just love this opportunity for all you new retail traders, or even better than that, the ones who have been struggling. And whenever we do a webinar or something, one of the first questions I always ask is, how many people are trading futures? One. How many people are struggling trading futures? Two. All the way down the line. So that's why I'm so excited about this whole
So let's talk
collaboration.
about choice, because there are other platforms, but we feel this is our preferred futures trading platform. The difference is, as I spoke to you, education is a component that none of the free trading apps or other futures trading platforms offer. The key is you can just, this is not about throwing a dart at a wall or FOMO, hype and hope are not successful or sustainable trading platforms. If you have accessibility and you add the educational component, where there's nobody better than Dave, right? Dave left his job on the floor of the stock exchange as a market maker, went on to become a teacher, okay? And that he's like, I always say this, but he's like that professor in college. You didn't care what they were teaching, you just loved to listen to him teach. So if you take that and you take the accessibility and the educational component, at Wall Street Global, we teach technical analysis and risk management. If you then convert that to the futures market, it works on anything you can put a chart to. If you take that and put it to the futures market, so let's just get bare bones here. You're somebody who's totally intrigued by the market. You started in COVID, you kind of blew up your account already 9 or 10 times, but you still are hearing all your friends talking about trading the futures market and making money on your weekend, and you're so frustrated. You know you can have access to the markets, but you don't know what to do. This is what this partnership was based on, right? Wall Street Global Trading Academy will educate you on technical analysis and teach you how to make money. Apex Trader Funding will give you the accessibility. For as little as $30, you open up an account. You get qualified. They fill your account with 50,000 simulated dollars, and then you trade. And then you will get a payout for whatever you make. At a certain percentage of that, you will get paid out. Now, that was the original business model. Obviously, they're thinking long-term, and they're thinking a much bigger picture. So the live trading is a really exciting part of this, and I think we've talked about it a lot. At the end of the day, the real point behind this is creating an incubator of young, really good traders. Okay, if you're committed to this and you are good with numbers and you are disciplined and consistent and you take what David Green can teach you and you take the accessibility that Apex offers you, you can make this your life. You can do this part-time, you can do it full-time. We have amazing success stories of people who come to us, had no way to open up a $25,000 trading account, had no way to have access to markets, but were intrigued and loved the market more than anything in the world. This is an opportunity that opens all the doors to that. Talk about the live thing, because incubating, for you guys, I love that part of this big, long view of it, that you really want to incubate and create this the next generation of traders and investors by starting at Apex with us, right, and really growing to become real traders.
Before you start, Dan, let me say one thing. Guys, this is for older traders too, okay? It's not Peter screaming.
I was going to mention that. I was like, why is he trying to cut us out of the loop?
I'm sorry. It's for old people too.
I have a ton of traders in our live trading room that are older like myself that first of all love doing it, right? It's a beautiful, exciting thing to do it. And if they make $50 or $100, it makes their day. Just for some extra income also. So it's not limited to all you young whippersnappers out there, although we love you and we want you to be part of it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah,
go ahead. Talk about the...
Yeah, absolutely. It is for everyone. And one of the things too, what I love about it is that opportunity. And you mentioned family earlier, and the live trading gives us that aspect. I think this is where, admittedly, we've fallen a little bit short historically on that, because we've funded a lot of people. Over half a billion has been paid out.
Wow.
But what we found, and what I've seen it personally throughout my years, even prior to Apex, somebody goes out, they've been trading by rules, and they get their payout, they're successful, and they're like, well, I'm going to go out on my own.
Right.
And then they're back 6 months later because the discipline went out the window.
Yep. Times.
So by keeping them, and like you said, incubator is a great term, by working as partners together,
right,
investing in the education through the collaboration like this, right, we can get them trading the live market, which you got to be a warrior to do. Yeah. You guys know it as well as everybody else. It's not easy. But this will help them develop the consistency and rules, right, where they're trading live. They get that confidence, which is a big part of it, ongoing education, ongoing Maybe they trade with us for a year, 2 years, 5 years, however long they're comfortable. But then when they do decide, okay, it's time to go out on their own,
Right.
then they're really prepared. And we've had a great relationship, and we say, hey, thank you very much. And at the end of the day, we can look back and go, wow, we changed a lot of people's lives.
And that's my life is consumed by that, and I think we all are. That we're looking at the long game. We want to really curate and empower the next generation of traders. Dave and I have been doing this for 40 years. These gentlemen have been doing this now for 5 years, okay? But if you put these two things together, there's no end to what you can do. There's no end to the people. Anybody, if they're willing to put in the work, you can't like go to sleep and put a video under your pillow and think you're going to wake up and become a great trader. You've got to put in the work, right? But if you have accessibility and you have education, that is a formula for success. And in my opinion, this is the best of the best in the educational. These are the best of the accessibility in the trading futures platform. And together, we're going to just blow. We're going to blow it. We're not going to blow up accounts. We're going to take this. We're going to take this to the next level. So we're talking to you from the floor of the stock exchange, where I was working for the last 40 years, and David has worked here for 20 plus years. And what goes on here is still the most relevant and the most incredible marketplace in the world. Everything that goes up here on a daily basis, I'm seeing you can't even imagine the interest, the excitement that young people are having. I'm singling out young people for a moment, old people too, about trading markets. Since COVID, the accessibility is open for everybody to start trading these markets. This is your time. This is your time to get out there and start making some disposable income, or find a career, or start trading futures. It is incredibly exciting. If you've never done it, please check it out. But without this team, this partnership, it's going to be a troublesome journey. So that's why we decided to put this together. A lot of thought went into this, in us forming our academy, and these gentlemen forming this incredible Apex Trader funding platform. So let's bring this up, because Cameron over here, who's another one of the big bosses at Apex, just brought up an important point. So David and I have been he's been trading for 20 years, ever since he left Wall Street. We started Wall Street Global Trading Academy about 5 years ago. And it's only recently that we are partnering up with Apex Trader Funding. David Green and I have pivoted our trading and our educational platform to the futures market, to the point where Mr. Green here is trading using Apex's platform. So we've adopted it. It is our preferred futures trading platform. Give us a little breakdown.
Yeah, guys, I've traded with Apex for a year now or so. Got to follow the rules, just like there is in any other prop firm. If I have followed the rules, and everybody else who trades with me with Apex, there is zero problem getting payouts. Okay, I know that's one of the things that a lot of people worry about. I trade live with Apex every single day in my trading room. My platform is up there for all my traders to see. I post every single trade that I do live, and I have never had a problem as far as getting denied a payout. There's rules that you have to follow, guys and girls, and we go over them in great detail, but it's the best platform out there. I would never trade another platform. That's what every single one of my traders see, and I'm trading the markets live all day with Apex.
There you go. They've got a great team. We do too. Come and join the family. We will hold your hand. This is a VIP concierge service where you can learn how to trade this market and start making some money and having some fun. Right? Anybody else have anything else to say besides we're the best? Just ask us. We will tell you.
100%.
Okay?
You can tell, guys, you can tell by, this isn't a financial thing for me and Pete. It's never been. This is what we love to do. To me, when I get up and I turn my computer on, I'm excited to have the people there. It's like playing in the Super Bowl every single day.
Yes.
Pete, you still get that feeling on the floor when you're trading
every day.
This is our love. This is our passion. So come hang out with us and become part of the family.
And that's why we've done this partnership, because it takes us to the next level. We want to funnel thousands and thousands of people from all over the world and give them that accessibility, but it can't be done without the educational component. So together, this partnership is going to blow everything up. So you know what? This is Trade Like Einstein from the Florida New York Stock Exchange. That's Wall Street Global Trading Academy, Apex Trader Funding, and that's all I got to say about that.